Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls 3 with just the bow. Today we're starting with 27 arrows. We're getting the heck out of this place. Last time we turned off that ballista thing there. So let's fall down here and make sure I don't miss anything along the way. And also don't die, because I took a lot of damage from that fall right there. So today my mission is to deal with all the crab enemies over here and see if I get anything cool from them. And if that goes well, then we'll see what else we can get into. Just making sure I don't miss any treasure here, because I don't want to have to go all the way back up there and fall down here all over again. So let's get the heck out of Dodge first of all. And yeah, if we deal with the crabs, then I'll probably try and deal with the worm thing over there. But for now, I really need to replenish my arrows and my Estus flasks and everything, especially in order to deal with those crabs up ahead. And if you guys, I don't know, I'm gonna reference a really old video right here. There's a Metal Gear Solid fan video of this guy who made a video of a snake crawling through a cave and having to fight a crab, and it's hilarious. If you guys look up Metal Gear Solid Crab Battle, it's great on YouTube. It's I think it's hilarious that I've always referenced that joke through my life ever since I saw that video. And this reminds me of that, but we're going to be fighting three giant fiery looking, or not three, friggin' five giant fiery crabs here, and hopefully we'll defeat them. So let's see how it goes. These guys have like fiery auras about them, and I know that's definitely not from just from the environment that we're in. These guys actually have some kind of like ember powering them up. You gotta be careful. I get dunked on. I don't want to get dunked on. I gotta get in front of them so that he'll do that. That's what I wanted. Alright, I'm gonna fire some heavy arrows here. Well, not heavy arrows, but my stronger arrows do a little bit more damage. So as you can see, I mean, this is gonna take a while. It's gonna take quite a few shots on this guy. Am I using poison arrows? I don't think I am, but I feel like I should be against this guy. Can you shoot bubbles at me so I can check for a second? That would be really cool of you. I don't think you're gonna, but I can hope. I can dream. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can do a super fast. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What happened? Uh-oh, my controller is just like completely in disagreement with listening to me right now. I seem to be completely stuck on moving left. This is kind of hilarious, but also at the same time terrifying, because I can't do anything. It's like completely bugged out if I do this. Disconnecting my controller, and my game minimized. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, guys. And I'm dead. Put the controller back in, and it's moving again. Well, that's how that fight goes. When your controller just completely derps out. I don't know what happened there, guys. Sorry about that. Alright, well let's change this setup here. Will 19 poison arrows be enough? I don't know. It's gonna have to be. Let's see, I do have embers, so yeah, I'll pop an ember, because those crabs hit pretty hard, and I don't want to get dunked in a couple of attacks. But man, that was just such a weird occurrence. I'm using a PS4 controller, and sometimes it gets a little touchy when you hit like the pad in the middle. It's like a touchpad. Sometimes it doesn't like that too much, but I really don't know what happened there, because it felt like maybe I touched it and then it just like completely derped out the controller. But it just seems weird that it happened like that. Like I've never had it just like completely ignore all input from that point on and just do nothing. So I'm using the poison arrow right there, because I'm trying to get poisoned, so I can see if that'll like be a good strategy for me to use against these guys. Because if that's a good strategy, then I'll probably go buy some more poison arrows. But I don't know how many of these it takes to poison them, or if you even can poison them. So I'm trying to just fire off as many as I can here. Wow, that was a big sweeping attack, and that's a dangerous attack right there. Calm down a little bit there, crab buddy. He's going for like a bunch of super attacks here. He ain't messing around. Still not poisoned. I put a lot of arrows into him. I'm down to 7 poison arrows left. Come on, bud. Can you actually be poisoned? Oh, I'd really like it if you can get poisoned. Oh, there we go. We triggered the poison. Okay, so these guys can be poisoned. That does about 4 damage tick. I don't know. I felt like I spent a lot of time working them down that far, but at the same time, this is probably like more damage in the long run than just firing standard arrows. But it's going to cost a lot of poison arrows to poison each crab. It does seem to last the entirety of their health so far, though. Oh, I'm taking damage here for sure. Yeah, I'm taking a lot of damage. I'm gonna time some careful dodges right now. There we go. Oh, wow. We staggered him even. Didn't expect that at all. That was an attack I hadn't seen yet, that quick little side dash right there. Okay, we did get an item from this one. A Titanite shard. Oh, hang my head. Okay, well that was crab number 1. And we still have 4 to go. So I hope you guys really want to... Ooh, there might actually be more crabs than I initially knew about. Might be fighting even more crabs. We might have to like respawn and come back and fight these crabs. Yeah, or we might even just die to this crab. Shoot me with bubbles, yeah. I didn't think so. Oh, his bubbles did hit this far. That's not good. I gotta heal up real quick. And be really careful with my timings right now. And my angles too. Everything right now is angles and timing. Alright, now we're good. Now we're back in action. No more sticky bubble stuff on us. I guess it's like Bubble Beam or something from Pokemon, in the sense that like it had a chance of lowering speed. But there was also, what was it? There was like Tail Whip that was defense down. Yeah, I guess it was just like Bubble and Bubble Beam or something had a chance of lowering defense. But I felt like there was another attack, but I don't know. Maybe I'm nerding out too hard. Maybe that was too long ago. I really like, I mean, I know I'm probably too old for them now, but I don't know if you can even say that about video games anymore. But I still love the Pokemon series for games. Like I haven't watched the shows in 100 years, and if I do, I just watch the old cartoons for the fun of it. But the games, oh, I'm dead. No, I'm not dead. Thank you, Estes. Thank you for working the way that you do, where you get the health and take the damage at the same time, so that it kind of balances out. Alright, watch out for that attack. Man, these guys are like a lot easier to fight with melee weapons. Okay, anyway, the Pokemon games, I always think they're a lot of fun, and it's nice to see them iterating new ideas and new ways and graphics for the game, and really like kind of updating them to a newer era. And with like the Sun and Moon, I still haven't played through even a quarter of the games since I got them for Christmas, I think, last year. But I do plan on it because they're a lot of fun. And I've never just, I just can't find the time anymore, you know? There's just like so much stuff to do. And, you know, back in my younger years, I used to, oh, I'm just getting distracted with story time here. I used to think that, like how do people just not have time for games? Like you just play games, you know? There's so much to do, and you can just sit down and just do it right away. Another Titanite shard, jeez. I guess hopefully there's some actual cool treasure from these guys. But now that, you know, got, you know, the whole responsibilities of life and stuff like that, it kind of sets in, and you know, I'm just over here using YouTube as a chance for me to actually play games and still find a way to be productive on top of it. You know, I really enjoy making videos, and it helps me practice some skills I've never really worked on before. And also, you know, I get to do challenges like this, and it feels more like, it feels less like me just punishing myself in like a sadistic, you have to play the game as hard as possible kind of way, and more like I get to make like a certain kind of playthrough for you guys, you know. I really like doing that, offering something that maybe hasn't been done, or maybe hasn't been done to this specific of a degree before. Like, I'm sure a lot of people have done like streamed runs of things like this, but, and I've seen on YouTube, I looked up to see, you know, if anybody had done a run like this, and some people had, but they didn't have like the same strict set of rules, and you know, everybody has their own way of playing the game. I just want to do it with just like if you just had a stick and a string, could you beat Dark Souls? And I mean, I did have to punch a bridge so far, so I mean, if you couldn't punch a bridge, then I don't know if you could actually do it, because you might be able to with like a certain kind of bow, or just using like the right technique. Like maybe I just did it wrong, but at the same time, man, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. Thankfully, though, like I know there's one boss that you're supposed to use a certain item. You don't have to, and he might be doable without that item. But I mean, I'm definitely gonna try without that item. I'm gonna try hard because I want to make it happen. That would be one of my more exciting achievements for the run. But we'll deal with that when we get to it. For now, we got like 3 crabs left, I think. Another Titanite shard. Man, is there really no... Like, am I gonna get to fight like an extra side boss or something for killing all these crabs? I mean, I guess they're not really that bad of a pain in the butt. It's just because I'm doing this like super derpy hard mode that this is like a really annoying part of the game. Because otherwise, you know, if you have a good melee weapon, they probably make you fight so many crabs here because it's like these enemies are jokes now or something, right? Compared to when you struggled to fight 1 or 2 back in the swamp or something. It's like now you can fight like 6 of these guys and it's like, whatever, you know. Kind of like in Dark Souls 1. Not to give any spoilers, but there's some bosses that you fight, and later on they're more of a common enemy than anything. They kind of populate a dungeon, and it's like to see something going from like, man, this thing used to have like a health bar the size of the screen, it got its own battle music and everything, to like, oh, there's like fucking 8 of them just like standing there, and I have to fight them all if I want to get like whatever's over there and the treasure and all that. And it's like, that's such a interesting way for a game to change. I mean, I know it's been done like 100 times in other games, but when you do it in Dark Souls, like everything feels like an insurmountable challenge in this game. So when you spend, you know, you die and you die and you die trying to overcome, you know, a crab, and then finally you beat the crab and you get to move on, do something different, and then, you know, you go adventuring for a long while, don't have to deal with crabs, and then you come to a certain spot and they're like, hey, there's 6 crabs here. It's like, really? Like, you know, I just went through, I dealt with these crabs a long time ago, they're ancient history, and now you're bringing them back even worse than before. It's, but, you know, here I am, over halfway through defeating these crabs, if I don't speak too soon here. And I do have all my wood arrows still, so I have backups. I think this will be one more shot. No, one more. Come on, don't kill me. Nice. I got no more Estus, though, so I do have to be careful. Titanite shard again. What's this thing? Is this just a pillar right here? Looks like it's just a pillar right here. It's an interesting pillar, though. Looks really cool. I'm surprised it's supporting that cliff all by itself. Alright, so we got 2 more crabs over here, is what it looks like. Let's actually switch back to the wood arrows, which don't do nearly... Oh, there's 3 more crabs. Okay. Hopefully it's just 3. It's still over halfway to defeating all of them, though, so... Okay, I just want to pull 1. And I just want a crab battle against you. Okay, I guess that's not as bad a damage as I thought, but... The tricky part is not dying. Spit bubbles at me. Come on. Spit bubbles. And don't kill me. Nope, don't do that attack. Just spit bubbles. Come on. Thank you. Nope. Get some wood arrows in there. Can I get 2 without getting gimped? Oh, no, that's gonna hurt. Oh, I should probably run. Come back to fight another day against the crab enemies. Can you, like, stop doing that one attack and, like, spit bubbles at me? you want to kind of bait them into spitting bubbles. It's always been my favorite strategy. There we go. Because if they can't catch you, which I mean, like, I don't know why they would even bother trying to slow you down. I guess to make you like a little bit easier of a meal to catch, because they mostly just want to eat you, I imagine, right? They are crabs after all. I don't think they're necessarily evil. They're just giant crabs, and to me, they're like a little tiny eatable shrimp or whatever. So they're just doing them, and I just want whatever treasure they have, because they're Titan, or not Titan. They're watching too many anime shows. They're some great swamp brethren. Did have some pretty good loot, and Keep one also had a cool ring. So I would hope that one of you guys at some point in history picked up some kind of little trinket from hanging around here, munching on whatever. I mean, there's treasure everywhere in this area. You guys must have picked up some at some point. Aside from just a Titanite shard. I mean, at least like a large Titanite shard, you guys are huge, right? So that's what I'm dreaming for with these crabs here. Working this one down pretty good. I'm kind of worried though, because there's still 2 more to go, and I don't have much health. Like, if any of these crabs hits me like once with a strong attack or twice with some like little attacks, then I'm toast. I'm just gonna have to shoot him because he's not making any moves of his own here. And I don't like it when they do that, because it's like, that means at any moment they could like spring forward, like after a dodge roll or something, or like mid-attack, and just like wipe me out. And I hate that feeling. It's just like, I would rather you guys do a attack at all times, and like just vary it up so that I can just wait for my opportunities, as opposed to just like sitting there and waiting. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See, I still have to be careful here. Because if I had gone for an attack and he had gone for another lunge like that, I would have just been taken down. Oh, that made my heart jump a little bit. Okay, well now we really have no health at all, so I really don't feel confident going for these other 2 crabs without healing. But I gotta ask myself, is it even worth it? Because if I go now, then I'm gonna have to come back and fight all 3 of those crabs again. Oh man, but I really feel like there's some reason to go over here. There's some reason I want. No, I can't do it. I gotta go back. Do I have any homeward bones? I'm just gonna homeward bone, and then we'll just run back here really quick. And yeah, sorry guys, I wanted to do them all in one go, but having as low as health of that, didn't really feel confident doing it. So, strangely enough, when you homeward bone, it gives you all of your Estus back, but it doesn't refill your arrows until you actually sit down at the bonfire. So I'm guessing that might mean it doesn't repair your armor either, so if you just never, like if you kept running into a boss fight or something and you didn't want to die, so you just homeward bone out at the last second every time, then it might not repair your armor and you might eventually end up with some damaged equipment. So that's something to keep in mind. I never really thought about that until I realized I didn't get my arrows refilled when I homeward boned, but I got my Estus. Oh man, am I gonna have to fight like 4 of you guys again in order to get over there? Well, let's at least get this party started. No use sitting around waiting for nothing. So let's see. I really feel like this is just gonna be an entire episode of just crab battles for shards. Like it's just gonna be like, let's farm crabs. Oh no, don't die. That would be the worst. I mean, I already died once to a crab, so I don't want to keep giving them freebies. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that stupid ballista anymore, though. Alright, just going for a grab there or whatever. They got like, it seems like 2 or 3 different kind of grab attacks, unless that's just like a regular attack and it just looks like a grab to me. But I don't know, man. These things have, like that one right there, that looks like a crab, but it might not be. But they also do one where they kind of, their claw like bubbles and foams for a second. That one. No, not that one, actually. That one looks like a grab, though, too. Man, these guys are just brutal. Just brutal. My eyes are just, like, glommed onto the screen. I just can't make many mistakes against these guys. I mean, every time I make a mistake like this one, I almost, or sometimes get punished for it pretty hard. And I was just like, I just want to do a second attack. That's all I wanted to do. And he was like, all right, now's my chance. You know, I kind of understand how a anime villain feels now, or like a villain in any show, really. Where you're like, haha, you know, you got the hero in a corner. You think everything's going smoothly, just according to the way you planned it to go. You know, Batman's chained up or something. The laser's gonna kill him or whatever. And then something happens at the last second, just when you lowered your guard, just that little extra amount. That's when he pulled the moves. So I feel like the crab is Batman in this analogy, and I'm the evil villain. But in the game, it's actually the other way around. Well, actually, you know what? That's a discussion that we could have. Am I the good guy in this story? I don't know. I don't know about that. Because so far, I've just ran around this entire world just killing everything. Does that make me a good guy? I mean, sure, I'm doing it for, well, I mean, what is basically my own reasons. So, I don't know. You know, I really don't feel like these crabs are going to drop anything. So I'm just going to zoom around this area and see if there's any treasure in here that I might have missed. Did I already run through here and look for the treasure, though? Like, is this already something that I've done? Oh man, double dodging crabs. Check behind this pillar, and then if there's really nothing, then I'm really sorry, guys. This has just been like, let's hang out with Nosp and watch him fight in a crab battle a bunch of enemies that are crabs. And that's it. We literally just like hopped off a cliff and fought crabs this entire episode. So I'm sorry. I really thought that there was gonna be some kind of loot. Like, I hope, like, let me know if you guys know that one crab I didn't kill is like the one that has like the golden bow of destiny or some crab like that. Because he's just like waving goodbye to me there. Cause yeah, I feel kind of derpy. I really thought these guys were gonna offer some kind of loot, and they just have shards of plenty. So I apologize. Next time, things will get a little more interesting, cause we're gonna fight that thing, or do whatever we're supposed to do with it. God, it's freaky looking. Anyway, guys, that's all for today. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching as always, and bye for now.